What is up, guys? It's Fernando, back with another video. Today, I will be doing my SummerSlam 2026 full predictions video. I'm going to go through night 1, all 6 matches, night 2, all 6 matches, say what I think of the feud, who I think is going to win, and why they're going to win, and where things can go forward from here. So, let's get into it. We're going to start off with night 1, and we're going to do the Fatal Influence versus Nikki, Brie, and Paige. This match hasn't had too much hype. It's just pretty much between the women's tag team champions and all these legends. And again, not too much hype behind it. This was just kind of thrown at us as an addition, basically to get 6 matches on each night, just to get that match quota, I'm going to guess here. But in the end, we get this match, and I think Fatal Influence is absolutely going to win this. And as a matter of fact, they need to win this. They are the champs. They have a future main eventer in JC Jane, and there's nowhere else for the Bellas and Paige to go after this. I mean, they can continue doing tag teams, like I've been saying for months and months and months since Mania. They just need to have Paige go off and be a singles competitor, and have the Bellas go into the tag team division and work that way for their future. And all 3 of the Fatal Influence are main eventers in the future of this company. This faction just seems different. It has a different feel to it. They all seem like main eventers, and when the crowds are lively, they get the boos that they want and that the company wants, and they're just fantastic. So in the end, I'm going to choose Fatal Influence to pick up the victory. And then we're getting the Usos and Jacob Fatu versus Royce Keys, LA Knight, and Solo Sikoa. Again, this was kind of a mosh posh of a team in Royce Keys, LA Knight, and Solo Sikoa. They're basically all coming together to try and take out the Bloodline. And this build-up, it's been decent. They've really just built this feud on physicality, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend, essentially, is the thinking behind this match. And I'm going to choose... Unfortunately, I think the Usos and Jacob Fatu are going to be the winners. I do not want them to win. The Bloodline stuff has been going on for too long. I'm one of those people that just dislikes the Bloodline stuff. It's taken over every show, and it bores the hell out of me when it consumes all of WWE. But I think the main factor that will make them win is just the Jacob Fatu. He's looked weak ever since he joined Roman Reigns, and I don't think they want the mystique of him going away. So he will be the X factor in this match and help the Usos beat this other team. And they have plenty of people to take a pin, like Royce Keys. All 3 of them, Royce Keys, LA Knight, and Solo Sikoa, are capable of taking a pin. None of them are going to need to be protected. And this is just going to, I feel like, build the Bloodline up even stronger for someone eventually later, far down the line, to take them all out. And then we have Io Sky versus Liv Morgan. This feud has just been real lackluster, like everything else WWE has done with Liv Morgan, and it's super unfortunate because she's able to do such great work with anyone she works with. And they've had a few interactions, one physical altercation in the ring, and that's pretty much it. Io Sky chose her at Night of Champions, or what was that PLE? Whatever that PLE was. Immediately after she won the tournament, Queen of the Ring, and that was it. Like, we got an altercation in the middle ring, and then there's just going to be another match on the card. So WWE has really done a shit job of building these 2 women. They're 2 of their top women stars in all of WWE. Besides Rhea Ripley, these 2 are it. These 2 are it. And WWE hasn't done shit with them. Absolutely nothing with them. So I think in the end, Liv Morgan's going to retain. They're not going to have her drop the title only in her first or second defense. This might even be her first defense since Mania. I just don't believe that. Maybe some shenanigans are going to be involved. But I fully expect, if WWE gives, this goes for all the matches, gives everyone the time that these 2 could put on a banger, a great match, and longer than their Queen of the Ring tournament match. So I'm gonna stick with Liv Morgan because I feel like she has a lot more meat on the bone with this championship run. Then I actually think this match is probably gonna open the show. We have Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. Again, this feud has been building up since before Mania. Everyone knows this. This has one of the best builds in the entire show. It's clear-cut winner. Obafemi's going to win. There's 0% chance Brock Lesnar is going to win. I can guarantee it. If I could bet on WWE, I would bet every penny that I ever owned on Obafemi winning this match Now, the only thing that I do hope and I'm praying for is they give us a full-length match. We don't do a 5-minute Hell in a Cell where we bring out a few weapons, throw each other into the cage, and then Oba hits a fall from grace. I want blood. I want a brutality between these two because it's really been built up like that for months and months and months. So, yeah, Obafemi, he's going to win. Like I said, he's going to win. The real question is, what's Brock Lesnar going to do after? Is he going to retire? We called his bullshit from his retirement at WrestleMania, and that didn't happen. He came back. So is WWE going to throw another monstrous bag at him for him to continue wrestling? I'm not too sure. But then after this match for Oba, anything goes. Anything goes. He just needs to go straight to the top and go right to the main event scene and take all the titles. There's no other question where it can go. Don't have him feud with another main eventer on the side until a title shot opens. Nope. Raw after SummerSlam, have Obafemi go confront the champion. I do not care if it's Roman Reigns, if it's whoever's the SmackDown champion. He needs to just go straight to the top. No ifs, ands, or buts. And then we have the match that was just another one that's been built up for a long time. And this might have one of the best builds on the entire show. And that's Nick Aldis versus Gunther. And this match is... I'm not too sure what to make of this match or how to predict this match. The only prediction I'm going to make is Gunther is going to win because there's no way that you can have your big bad heel, the biggest heel in all the industry of professional wrestling, lose to the general manager. I'm intrigued to see how this match goes from the jump, how much offense Nick Aldis is going to get off, how much of a beating that Gunther's going to put on Nick Aldis. I expect it to be like that underdog story where Nick Aldis is fighting back, but in the end, like all Gunther matches, Gunther's going to put him to sleep. So not too much there. Feud build-up, fantastic, from Nick Aldis screwing over Gunther, from Gunther attacking Nick Aldis. The War of Words, the promo they had on last SmackDown was utterly great. And to end night one, we have CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. The feud and the build-up for this has just been utterly stupid. This is the most corny build-up I've ever seen. The WWE is just trying to force it at this point, trying to force some tension between it. And it just doesn't seem legit. It just doesn't seem real. I cannot stand that they're like, oh, you hit me with your belt on accident. You dropped the mic in front of me on accident or on purpose. You're my friend. You're not my friend. We're enemies. I love you. But this is just corny. The whole thing has just been corny. This buildup it has actually pissed me off. I really wish they would have let them dig deep into each other, kind of like they did months and months or years ago when they were going at it. But it's just been corny, and they should have just left it to I respect you, you respect me. Let's go fight it out and see who's better. So there's that. But from the prediction for the match, I'm gonna go with CM Punk. Like the Liv Morgan and Io Sky match, I feel like CM Punk hasn't got the full reign that. He's brand new to SmackDown. He's only been champ for a few days, and he just doesn't seem to drop the title that quick. I just don't feel like WWE is going to make him drop it that quick. And I don't know if he's going to beat him clean or we get an interference from a potential like Sami Zayn who's coming to get his get back regardless of the result of his match. I feel like he could or this match will be before. So who knows if he's going to get involved. But I'm guessing WWE's going to have them do this cleanly, just one-on-one. And CM Punk is somehow going to pull it out and retain just because he just hasn't got enough time with the title. And then we get to night 2 of SummerSlam. And this one, again, some pretty good matches, some fun matches. But we're going to start off with Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin. This got announced after SmackDown, by the way. Like I almost didn't even know that this was a match on SummerSlam. So you could tell the build-up for this has been just dumb. Baron Corbin returns and he gets a match immediately. Yep, fuck Carmelo Hayes. He doesn't deserve nothing. He's been working his ass off for years. But no. The bigger star, the returning Baron Corbin, he's gonna get the match. So again, absolutely zero build for this. But Trick Williams, I believe, is gonna retain just because of the future that he is, the star that Trick Williams is. Everyone loves him. He's gonna retain. But the only unfortunate part for that is I feel like it's really gonna hurt Baron Corbin's stock. Like, what do you do with him after that? He comes back, loses, and then what? I'm not too sure. I'm caught in between because Baron Corbin needs to win because he's going to return and lose, but Trick needs to retain the title, in my opinion. And I just think that he's too big of a star, and WWE knows that he's the future, where he's just gonna retain and keep on going on with this feud. And hopefully he goes on after winning and faces Carmelo Hayes because he's deserved it. But I doubt that because WWE just doesn't seem to give a single shit about him. Then we got Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn for the number one contender of the undisputed WWE Championship match. This again was just kind of thrown at us, but in a good way because we got the match on SmackDown to decide who was going to face Sami Zayn, and then we have a meaningful number one contenders match that's going to tell us the future. It's going to give us storyline of who is going to work their way up and win a title shot. And in the back of my mind, something just feels different. Finn Balor has been on a roll. He's got like 4 or 5 wins in a row, which hasn't been done by Finn Balor in like 10 years, it seems like. So it feels a little bit different. I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm just going to say Finn Balor's going to win. And I hope that he gets that WWE title shot. And with Sami Zayn's character, he can still develop that I was screwed over. I never got my chance, and then I was just thrown to the wolves, and CM Punk was gifted a title shot, and he can still be that bitchy, complaining, heelish character and keep working his way up with that because Sami Zayn's character work is much better than Finn Balor's as of right now. And so if you take away this momentum from Finn Balor that he's built, he's just going to go right back to catering like he's always done for the past 5 years or just become a joke in the mid-card. But Sami Zayn has built that character to last, and that's going to get him through the future. Well, Finn Balor is, in my opinion, right now, and that's what the people want, even though WWE does not seem to give the people what they want ever. And we have Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio. I'm not sure if this is a no disqualification match or I'm not sure, but the build-up for this feud has just been comedy. Just comedy. It was just the two going back and forth. Danhausen taking money, screwing over the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day trying to jump Danhausen, and eventually it led to this. Everyone saw this coming. So the feud has been all right. It's just been really, really entertaining over the past several weeks. But in the end, Danhausen's going to stay undefeated. Dominic Mysterio has been a joke. He hasn't picked up any wins. He's barely even on the show. So he doesn't really need the win. And it'd just be funny for Danhausen to keep this win streak alive, how he's undefeated Hausen, and I think he's going to continue doing that. And for all I know, I'm not sure if he's still going to be appearing on SmackDown with Miz and Kid. They seem to have dropped that over the last several weeks. But with Danhausen, he can win and then go on to keep feuding with the Judgment Day, which I don't necessarily want to see because he's kind of done everything he needs to do with them. But Danhausen, he's safe no matter what. The real question is for Dominic Mysterio, and I think Dominic Mysterio is just going to be off TV like he has been for the past few months. He's just starting to get back into AAA, so that will take up some of his time. But I think we're not going to be seeing too much of Dominic Mysterio after SummerSlam. They just wanted these two big names, a monster heel in Dominic Mysterio, a monster babyface in Danhausen, to be on their second biggest show of the year. So that's why we got this match. And then we have the women's ladder match for the interim WWE Championship between Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill, Tiffany Stratton, Chelsea Green, and a mystery opponent for right now. I don't know if it's going to be announced on SmackDown, Raw tonight. I'm not too sure, but first, the build-up for this is, again, non-existent. It's just a ladder match for the interim championship. They did what they had to do. I am glad that they did this because without featuring Rhea Ripley, that's one title gone. And they don't want to strip her of it. I don't know why, but I'm glad that they're doing something with the SmackDown main event, women's main event scene, and a ladder match. No one's ever going to complain about a ladder match, so great on WWE for that. But as for the surprise entrant, I'm just going to throw it out. Maybe it's AJ Lee. She hasn't been seen since Mania. It's the second biggest show of the year, so they're going to want their biggest stars in the match. And maybe they might just have her the surprise entrance for that Monsters Pop here at SummerSlam. But in the end, I would really love Chelsea Green to win this ladder match, but I think it's set in stone. We saw it before the Rhea Ripley injury that they're kind of hinting at a Charlotte versus Rhea feud, and I think that's the route they're going to go. And after these years and months and this long time that Charlotte's been out of the main event scene, I'm totally fine with it. I am really totally fine with Charlotte Flair going back in the main event scene and having another banger feud with Rhea Ripley, because they've had many years in the years past. So I think WWE's just going to go the safe route and say, here we go, Charlotte Flair. The next match is Penta versus Chad Gable. This match, obviously, Chad Gable won the Gauntlet tournament to become the number one contender for Penta's Intercontinental Championship, and I think this is just going to be full circle. There really hasn't been a feud built up for this besides just these two respecting each other, of Chad Gable becoming a babyface and these two just basically showing respect. But I think the build up has come from the past 2 years of Chad Gable doing all his work in AAA, being the El Grande Americano. So I think that kind of saves this build up. And this match is just going to be stellar if they get the time. And I'm really hoping they do, because I want to see these two just put on a technical masterpiece in the ring. But unfortunately, as a huge Penta fan myself, I think that Chad Gable is going to walk away. Like I said, full circle moment, and he's going to win the title. It's just too perfect. I mean, after everything he's done, becoming a heel, years and years not winning a singles title, and then now it's in his hometown of Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's just written on the walls for me that Chad Gable is going to walk away with the Intercontinental Championship. And no shame to Penta. He's put a great title run on these past few months. Penta's always going to be over. People absolutely love him. So potentially, maybe Penta in the main event scene, maybe have him feud with somebody brand new in the main event scene, or they are going to continue having him just circulate around the Intercontinental Championship, which I don't necessarily want to see. He's not a lower mid-card type of guy. So I'm really hoping that if he loses, which has kind of been the thing with the Intercontinental Championship, is you hold on to it, you have a good reign, and then you go into the main event scene. It's like the pathway to getting into the main event scene is these mid-card titles, especially the Intercontinental Championship. What I've noticed over the past few years is the people that have held it have gotten into the main event scene, haven't been the champion, never been to become the champion, because they're not that good. WWE doesn't think they're that big of a star, but they move up in the rankings. So maybe that will happen with him. But like I said, just too perfect for Chad Gable not to win. Then we have the match that's going to end the whole show, night 2, Sunday. We have Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Now, we have Raw tonight, which they're going to obviously have an interaction, so I haven't seen that yet. But this build-up has fallen just a little bit short. It's been good because their war of words these past couple of weeks, or the weeks that Roman Reigns has been there, because he hasn't fucking been there half the time, has been all right. I really wish they would give Seth Rollins more of an opportunity to go at Roman. Again, that might happen tonight. But I wish they would dig deeper into their past, which they haven't done too much. They've gotten real physical. The corny ass thing at Saturday's main event was god awful, so that deducts points. So I would say the build up for this has been a little bit of a letdown in my opinion, but not awful. But as for the match itself, as much as it pains me to say it, I think in 2026. They really want to show that Roman Reigns is their number one guy. The WWE, he's the corporate guy. He is number one. So he's going to pick up the victory and get his first big win against Seth Rollins and retain his heavyweight championship, which is just unfortunate because, like I said, this is SummerSlam. Roman Reigns, after WrestleMania, said that he's going to be here all summer. What does that mean for post-summer? Is he still going to be here? Who knows? And I know Seth Rollins is going to be here. I know he's going to be on the show mostly every week, is Roman Reigns. So that's the real question for me, is not what is Roman Reigns going to do after SummerSlam, who he's going to feud with. Is he going to be here? That's it. And if he is, I hope it's Obafemi, and I hope Obafemi kills his ass. But like I said, in totality, this both nights are loaded. We've got WWE again brought out their biggest guns, their biggest artillery for this PLE. Loaded it top to bottom, and I can't wait. I hope that this doesn't turn into WrestleMania where it's just straight ads, and that there was more ads than there was wrestling. If any night, if more than 4 matches are 6 or less minutes, this is going to be complete dog shit. And yeah, it'll ruin the entire thing, and you're going to absolutely hear it from me. So stay tuned for those videos. I'm going to upload night 1 and night 2 directly after the show. So I can't wait to see you. Yeah, so have a good one. Take it easy.